Today on the program. The program soon on screen represents a new action James Bond film, Spectre. Recently, the South Capital has hosted a famous Russian band, Zveri, Learn More in Art event program. Within the program, on the front line, we have visited the annual International Eco Festival, Foure. The hero of today's Master Has It program is Kazakh producer Arman Asenov. Soon on the big screen, you will watch the 24th film about British intelligence service James Bond, Spectre. This time, James Bond comes face to face with a sinister organization named Spectre, which he learns about from an encrypted message sent by an unknown source. Through lies, Bond must find out the awful truth to uncover the sinister plans of the organization and protect what is dear to him. The film is set in London, Mexico, Rome, Morocco, and Austria. The director of the film is Sam Mendes, Oscar winner and author of a previous James Bond movie. It is the fourth performance of Daniel Craig as the super agent. The film will also feature Monica Bellucci, Christoph Waltz, Ralph Fiennes, Leah Seydoux, and Stephanie Sigmund. Not long ago, the famous band Zveri with its irreplaceable band leaders visited our South Capital. 2000's youth icons have brought joy to their fans with the presentation of their new album. The band Zveri was formed in 2001. During its lifetime, the band has several times become a winner of various music awards, released 6 studio albums, and still remains very popular. At least we have waited until this unique event, in other words, the presentation of the new album by Zveri. They recorded it in 2014, and it consists of 10 new songs. So today they will perform songs from the new album and also old hits too. Any moment they will begin. Everybody is looking forward to it. I'm sure everything will be excellent. I do love the band Zveri, and every year I try to do my best in order to visit their concert. I love their art from my very youth and grew up listening to them. They're famous all around the CIS, especially their song, Rayonna Kvartal. We love to dance to it. I do hope their new songs will become evergreen too.
Запалили секреты, зажигали танцары, прикалывали наряды, светофоры, танцполы, света, музыка ярко, девочки открыть башки, танцуем подарки, на красивых рубашках, девочки, мальчики, танцуем, девочки, мальчики, танцуем, девочки, мальчики, танцуем, раз, два, три, пам-парам, девочки, мальчики, танцуем, девочки, мальчики, танцуем, девочки, мальчики.
The concert is awesome. Emotions run high. I want more and more. This is Zveri, and their song touches your heart. You always want to dance, sing, and love their music.
Оставайся, будь моим, оставайся навсегда. А ответ послушай, созвонимся, все пока. Кроме тебя, но надо бежать, дела, дела, дела. Кроме тебя, но на самолет, Москва, Париж, Милан, Москва.
It is an unforgettable event. The energy that comes from the stage makes you high. The band leader has been singing for 2 hours without any break. I think he loves us and is charged from us too. Thank you, Zveri, for coming here. Hope to see you again. Almaty has recently hosted the 6th annual International Eco-Festival Foure, which is aimed at spiritual and physical human development. The festival program is divided into 3 days. Each of them is an opportunity to enter a world full of adventures and surprises. There are many master classes and trainings, varied musical programs. It lets everybody define what he likes. In some specified sense, the festival Foure is a part of me, as any of the organizers. By this reason, the festival takes place. The festival has some mood of mind, energy, and musical taste. There are many of my friends. The entire festival is like a holiday.
I'm from England. I live in Almaty. I've come to the Foure Festival to enjoy the beautiful nature and the people, to relax, to hear some music, yeah, to meet people. I'll stay until tomorrow.
I'm not for the first time at the Foure Festival. Every year the location of the festival changes, but its scale is getting bigger. The festival is very good, the program is various. There are many interesting things. There are many educational and entertaining items. Also, they have excellent fare of handmade crafts. The event is tobacco and alcohol free, and I'm sure that it is a very useful movement of the festival. Foure is one of the mega events in our country, and I do believe it is the best festival from self-development and the ecological point of view. Traditionally, the festival Foure advocates people for unity by different team activities that take place in the framework of the festival. Every year it is visited by foreign musical bands, and every time its geographical scale is getting bigger. We have extreme conditions this year. Almost 1 month ago, we decided the festival will take place after all. We have 5 organizers in our team, about 15 coordinators of different theme activities, and approximately 50 volunteers. There are special people who are engaged in construction and organization of the camp. We have architects who make these beautiful pavilions, as well as a team of painters, installers, who have made these constructions you can see here. All these are made by ordinary and good people. The camp area is 20 hectares. Among ourselves, we call it Foure City. Actually, it is like construction of the whole city because we build its infrastructure. We need to install electricity and water to make shower units and think over every zone where people can move and stay. We've even built a bridge in one place. There's a map where you can find all zones. In other words, it really reminds you of the building of the city. It's like a live body. You'd just like to watch how it is changing every time. It is teamwork, so when you work in a team, like one body, you will get such beautiful festivals. A producer of film is a specialist who is responsible for the general management of the process of the release of the film in all its phases, endowed with the broadest powers in technical, financial, and artistic issues, and bearing personal responsibility for the success of the project. The producer system in the film industry is developed more in the first decade of the 20th century in Hollywood. Our today's guest is Arman Asenov, a producer of such paintings like Back in A, Waiting for the Sea, Epic, The Way of the Leader, as well as large-scale TV shows, Kazakh TV-eng, and many others. So today he shares his experiment in the film industry. It is 25 years this year as I am in the cinema. I appeared in the cinema in 1990 and at once as a key role actor in the movie Kazakh. It was Soviet times yet, so it was a joint production of USSR and India. The film was set in Georgia, India. As Nikita Mikhalkov says, when you buy a ticket for the cinema, You have any exit already. This is true. So the cinema is my main occupation, but I am not engaged in it only. In order to make a film, you must know the industry from inside, from the very bottom. My acting and administrative experience at the stage does help me in my main occupation. A man who is able to create a film from the very beginning to the end probably can be trusted the governance of the whole country or some separate industry. Because the process is very complicated, you must think over 10 to 15 moves ahead in order not to have any breakaways. The shooting process is very expensive. If any equipment or stage props don't come in time, it will cause the break of the whole shooting day. If you have 2 or 3 such breaks, you are not able to finish the film, because you just have no budget for that. Therefore, film organization is a very delicate thing and must be appropriately planned. There is no unimportant department here. Everybody minds his own business. If you only know the whole process, you can take responsibility of being a producer of a film, especially important, difficult ones that have their deadlines. When you turn over the pages of the script shot up to date, you feel completion of some stage in your life. The film was not over on the last shooting day. Now you have post-production period. Most of you are excited at first night when you introduce the crew team, sit in the hall and watch every reaction of the viewer. We break away from reality during the shooting process, so the results are hard to predict. You wait for the premiere like some important stage in your life, some viewer judgment. The most important feature of a producer is the ability to get on well with people. The producer must find some common ground with a lighting cameraman or any authority, even minister or prime minister, because very often you must solve setting goals at such a level too. The producer is a very important common denominator between client and director. You need also to get on well with the director, because as we know, he is a deep creative person. But if I have misunderstandings, you will not have a film. The director must demand, watch, and inspire. So producer is a unit that joins organizational, administrative, and creative beginning of the film process. The other important thing is to make a good team. When it works as one, it is 90% of its success. In this regard, I am very lucky. I have a very strong and friendly team, National Producer Center Bayterek, a combat unit that can handle everything. Within the last 5 years, we have shot 11 films. Now 4 of them are joint productions with a foreign partner. Now we're finishing the 5th part of the epic The Way of the Leader, and are also in the shooting process of the TV show Kazakh TV-eng. As for epic, The Way of the Leader, it is very interesting and popular genre. In other words, we are filming about the present president of Kazakhstan. Our main hero comes across with the leaders of that period, and they're all shown in our film. Everything is shown gradually as it happened. They are Kunish Satpayev and Yuri Gagarin, our president met personally with. The friendship is highly lightened in our film. The head of our country still has many close friends and teammates that have remained from that young period of his life. The TV show Kazakh TV-eng that we have launched is in its 1st season. According to resolution of the government, we must have 100 series. The timeline is 1458 to 1465. It is very good that we have this timeline, because we can go up to the last Kazakh Khan, Kenesari, and go down to the Queen, Tomiris. The cinema takes all 24 hours of my day, except little time of joy that I spend with my family. The cinema is my life. I want to deal with it as much as I can. Let me have more energy and health for that. The cinema becomes fashion direction among youth today, and it is very pleasant to see how many young men come and try themselves as directors, operators, and producers. I am very glad to see that we have spent our life for a reason, and now people want to become a part of it and continue your work. I'm a very happy person because I'm engaged in what I do love, the cinema.